Well, Kingsway family and friends, we have the opportunity to just take a couple minutes to find out what's been happening with our overseas missions in Haiti. And we've got Russ Bourvage with us to kind of catch us up to speed on what's been happening there. So maybe tell us about the mission so far.
Well, thanks, Mark, and thanks, Kingsway family. It's been a roller coaster ride. For those of you who don't know, we've started our fundraising campaign for our new aircraft, and it's started. And the Lord had spoke to me and said, I don't think any of your funding's going to happen until the airplane is finished and they can see a finished product. Well, I'm here to announce that it's finished. We got a few things to catch up on, a few test flights and whatnot, but it's going to be pronounced finished and test flown this week. And so, nice. Being obedient to the Lord, here I am.
Yeah. So maybe tell us a little bit about why we needed a new airplane.
Yeah, great question. Absolutely. So currently we're flying the Cessna 182, which is a 4-seater. And in order to transport patients that are required to be laying down, I have to take out 2 seats, and that only leaves 1 additional seat. Now, if I need a flight nurse or somebody to handle some sort of care while in flight, that doesn't leave the patient when they arrive to the destination hospital with any caregivers. So in Haiti, the nursing staff doesn't look after them the way they do here in North America, so they need a caregiver. So it's always a struggle as to whether or not to take in-flight caregiver or the family member. And often I found myself doing the in-flight medic as well as flying, just to have that family minute there. So it's a necessity. If we're to continue, and it's the perfect airplane for that.
And how many seats in the new plane?
So this Cessna 207, as to the 7, it is a 7-passenger, which gives us lots of extra cargo room. But the main purpose is it's got that great big cargo door in the back, and we can put somebody on a backboard stretcher type thing and fit them right in there comfortably after we remove a couple seats, and still have lots of room for a family member and in-flight care, and we have provisions for oxygenators and all kinds of first aid, IV drips and stuff.
Wow. And that plane's going to be in Haiti.
That will be the plane for Haiti. It's we'll have relief pilots coming in, and it will be the Bombardopolis Air Ambulance, if you want to call it that.
And just how does the mission work down there with flying? How is that funded, and who would you typically be flying around the country?
Yeah, that's another great question. So how it works for us is all our flights are free. Free flight, eh?
Yeah, sweet.
So because it's a charity, we don't charge for the flight. However, the caveat is we have a suggested donation. So what happens with the North American missionaries that come in, we have a suggested donation. And so with those suggested donations, say the flight from Bombardopolis all the way down to Port-au-Prince, say it's an $800 suggested donation. And the flight may only cost us $300 in fuel because my time is free. So that extra funds go toward the operation and care of the aircraft, but the fuel also goes into a coffer that we can then fly the locals who have zero money when required. And my prayer is that there's always enough funding that we don't outfly the fuel budget. So far God has been gracious and blessed, and we've not been able to tap out that resource yet.
And you also have a hangar there that's almost complete?
Yes, we've had the hangar. We have the runway project, which is complete, and we have the hangar project, which is I'll say 2/3 of the way done. We have a roof and a door to put on it. We have funding set aside for that, and the materials on site. We just got to get back to do it, and hopefully we're going to be flying this aircraft back with some extra provisions, and the goal is to complete that, and to also at the back of this particular hangar is there's going to be some accommodations for those coming in to be relief pilots. So I won't be necessarily the only pilot. The goal is to have other pilots rotate through, or perhaps other ones be stationary there that can help with our ministry.
Yeah, it's incredible. I've been to Haiti, seen things that they've done on the ground, as well as joined them in the air, and it's an
Yes.
incredible ministry, but also an incredible opportunity for us to be involved as Kingsway Church. We are a part of supporting it monthly, but this is one of those times where we have the opportunity to go above and beyond. And so, what's the best way for people watching online to help support Hope From Above Ministries? What's the greatest need right now, and how do they go about being a part of that?
Well, I don't want to sound too righteous, but the number one need is always prayer. Mm-hmm. And man, we can't do anything without with prayer support, and that is so true and so true in my heart. Mm. And so, besides prayer, if you are led and led well, you can give, and man, we'll take it. And right. Trust me when I say we'll steward it wisely.
They will,
and it will go to where it needs to be. And you can reach out to us through Hope From Above Ministries, hfam.org. We're on PayPal. We'll take Canadian Tire money. We'll take it all.
Right on. So we will put the links in the description below in this video. We'll post something for you to be able to get straight to their website. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Russ as well. And looking forward to seeing where this next year takes us, because the last one has really been quite something. So.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you to Kingsway and Kingsway family again for those who have volunteered their time and efforts. It's been a lengthy process, and if you look at these photos that we have available, it's you can see all the work that's gone into it, from the paint job, stripping, many man hours, to the very expensive avionics. And so again, thank you, and thank you for your prayers.